Prince George, in some ways, is no different than the rest of Canada. The housing crisis has just exploded. Post-COVID, the housing crisis became extremely visible. People were being pushed from street to street to street. Our city of Prince George became increasingly violent, and the RCMP became violent in their approach towards people who had very little available to them to stay warm, to stay dry, or to stay safe. At that time, that Melanie and Darlene heard, hey, let's form a community. We are stronger together in community. They shifted over to Moccasin Flats and started a community there.
Like every morning, the city would come along and wake up people on the sidewalk, and they'd make them wake up and they'd take their stuff and throw in the garbage, and they'd pull, and I got sick of it and started telling people about the community thing. We set 30 camps in one spot, just pick a spot and we'd be able to stay there, that we consider as community.
As community was building up strength, the city was also building up what they thought was their strength. The city of Prince George put out this huge injunction notice, distributed it from tent to tent to tent. Oh my goodness, in 12 hours, we have to go to court. We called Darlene Kafka and said, can you come to the courthouse at 2:00 and help us with this case? She said yes. And then she continued to pursue the legal case for the next, over a year to protect Moccasin Flats. And Jerry Healy, he saw that stuff was going on in the city, so he decided to start up a Facebook group to just bring people together for conversation and to see what help could happen. Slowly, 5 members joined, and then 10 members joined. And I think today we have over 1,300 members who are part of this Facebook group. We are a community. We are a community of people who know each other, who say, what can I do? What can I offer? But there's also been really powerful research that has happened, research that has demonstrated the need for a protected encampment in Prince George, research that has demonstrated the violence of the bylaw towards homeless people. We've been able to work with students across the country. It's given a voice to homelessness. Together We Stand has really brought out the role of community. So often when we think about homelessness, we think about individuals. It's always an individual solution. It's an individual house that matters. And I think what we've demonstrated is it's about community.
It's wonderful organization that's willing to locks arms and says you're not going to push us. I like it because they're like the information, the strings that everybody hangs on to. They're so invaluable to our community because they don't back down.
I am so incredibly proud and amazed at what has happened as a result of our work. We know that there's 300 people who are protected when they live in Moccasin Flats. And I think what's really amazing about it is that the protected encampment here, Prince George, has also influenced other cities. So it's not even just what this has done for our community, but it's also having a ripple effect. I really think that Together We Stand is deserving of this award. There was not one hero. There are so many heroes in this story. They've been part of creating hope in our city, but also hope in other cities in BC and probably even across the country.